Welcome viewers back to another LEGO Star Wars video. This is going to be the worst to best for the 2002 set wave. There are 15 sets I'm counting in this list. I'm going off the brick set list, of course. There are some poly bags and kind of more exclusive / UCS sets that came out this year, such as like the Super Star Destroyer or the original Star Destroyer UCS. There are some of the buildable figures and stuff. Which I will not be counting in this video, primarily because it's pretty obvious they're going to be towards the bottom or the top. They're not really just normal retail sets you could have got on the shelves back then. Or I mean, I guess you could have with the figures, but you guys get the point. This will be a long video, so I'm going to try to get through the points kind of quick and just kind of get to the point of why they're at the number and push right through. So number 15, guys, is set number 7201, the Final Duel 2. The reason why this is number 15 for me is because it pretty much comes with no really exclusive minifigures. It was good for the price back then, but looking back, there's really no exclusive minifigures. There's a cool Stormtrooper, but the build is a little bland. That's why it's my number 15. Number 14, guys, is the set number 7204 Jedi Defense 2. And again, guys, this is just the kind of just going down the list of kind of these smaller $7 sets. Qui-Gon Jinn was cool back then, still is pretty cool, but just kind of came with some normal droids, a pretty bland build, nothing crazy. And I think the Jedi Defense 1, which is number 13, is a little bit better. Set number 7203 came with 2 droidicas and Obi-Wan. I really like that droidica design, honestly, so that's why I feel like it's better than the Jedi Defense 2. Moving on to number 12, guys, it's the 7119, the Twin Pod Cloud Car. It was the only one we ever had, so that's why it's a little bit higher up on the list. It's nothing crazy, but again, it's the only one we ever had, so that's why I feel like it's my number 12. Number 11, guys, is the set number 7139 Ewok Attack. And yeah, so we have had a remake of this kind of, but back in the day, and this even to this date, this has always been one that I've really kind of forgotten about. It was my top 5 most forgotten LEGO Star Wars sets, because I just never kind of remembered that this came out. It's not really ever on the grid. It's not really one I'm looking for either, but at the time I figured it was pretty cool. I mean, $13 for 2 Ewoks, a glider, which is pretty cool, a speeder bike, and a scout trooper. So that's why I feel like it's number 11. Moving on to number 10, guys, which is set number 7200, the Final Duel 1. This is honestly a great set, especially for back in the day, guys. 2 minifigures, but it came with Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine, the 2 main Star Wars villains, for $7 back then. You got Emperor's Throne as well. You got Darth Vader's lightsaber. You pretty much got the full shot there, guys, for such a cheap price. That's why I feel like it's number 10 on the spot, or number 10 on the list. Number 9, guys, is set number 7113, the Tusken Raider Encounter. And yeah, I mean, out of these 2 little smaller ones, I feel like this is a little bit of the worst one. You get some Tusken Raiders, but you know, they're not that crazy exclusive. The speeder bike is very, very cool. I do want to get that set eventually. I do have the little the moisture farm thing in the back. I did get that from somewhere, so I have a part of the set, but not all of it. And then, of course, moving on, guys, set number 7103 is number 8, the Jedi Duel. That's Yoda and Count Dooku versing each other. And again, I feel like at the time, 2 kind of more exclusive figures, Yoda and Count Dooku, were kind of more worth the $10 back then. And Count Dooku's speeder is nothing bad with it. It's a little bit weird color, but there's really nothing wrong with it. Both came with the lightsabers, curved hilt and everything, so I feel like it's a little bit better than the other one. So that's why I feel like it's deservative of number 8. Moving on, guys, to number 7 is the the Bounty Hunter Pursuit. This is the only time we've ever had this set. It would be a little bit higher up, but looking back, it's nothing really that crazy. The scene wasn't that major in episode 2. I mean, it was the opening scene, of course, pretty much, but you're looking back, there's not really nothing too crazy for the plot, if that makes any sense. But, you know, of course, games like Sam Wessel, and some other, Anakin, Obi-Wan, some pretty cool minifigures, but nothing that fantastic. That's why I feel like it's number 7. It's high up on the list, but it's not that high. Number 6, guys, is a very cool set that some of you guys could maybe argue would be in the top 2 or 3. But, I don't know, looking back at it, it is still just a Naboo Starfighter. Set number 10026, the Special edition Naboo Starfighter. And actually looking at this, I guess this is a UCS set, but it only retailed for $40, so it does kind of count as just like a regular set. It's cheaper than like half of these sets on this list, so that's why I feel like it's I mean, it could be on the list at number 6, but some of you guys could argue maybe it shouldn't be on the list. But yeah, it's, the price per piece was pretty bad, guys. 21 cents price per piece back then. It's pretty bad, but it came with chrome parts. You guys have to understand that. Came with the plaque, of course. And I really do want to get this eventually. I know a couple people have it on, in the community, but that's my number 6. Moving on, number 5, guys, is set number 7142, the X-Wing. This is nothing special. It's not that high up on the list. It's just for kind of what it is, the size of the box. That's why I feel like it's number 5. But it was a pretty cool X-Wing for one of the first ones they did. Kind of an OG one. So that's why it's number 5, guys. Number 4 is set number 7143, Obi-Wan Jedi Starfighter. Again, the price per piece was not the greatest, but it was the first iteration of this, and turned out pretty good. I still want to get one of these eventually. I'm probably going to get the hyperdrive ring eventually before it goes out of stock or retire, the newer one, so that's probably where I'll get it from. But that is my number 4 for 2002. Number 3, guys, set number 7152, the TIE Fighter and X-Wing. I actually do have this one in hand built, and I have the TIE Advanced and everything, and it's a very cool set. The TIE Fighter and Y-Wing, excuse me. The Y-Wing is cool. I do have all 3 of the Y-Wings. Of course, it's the weakest out of the 3, but it's also came out 6 years before the second one, so can't really argue that. And again, early 2000s and stuff, a lot of these first, models of these sets are not the best, of course. You would have to understand that. So, but it's still number 3, guys. Moving on, number 2, which the first and second spot are pretty much tied. It's really hard to kind of say which one's better, but of course, for kind of who I am, you guys will understand. Number 2, guys, set number 7153, the Jango Fett Slave 1. And yeah, guys, I mean, very sought after, never remade again. Hopefully they remake it soon. But yeah, Jango Fett Slave 1, guys, I mean, very cool. Came with the original Jango Fett, young Boba, and for only $50 back in the day, guys. I mean, it's a nice looking set. I want to get it eventually. So that only leaves one set left, guys. Set number 7163, the Republic gunship. Yeah, guys, nothing much to say, but aside for the price per piece, was surprisingly not that good. Retail for $90, which that's kind of a surprise. But there's only 693 pieces in that set, so that's kind of weird, but came with some great minifigures, the metallic blue supers, the original clone trooper, Jedi Bob, the droid and stuff like that. Very cool. Number 1, I do want to get it, of course, eventually. I want to get all the gunships. I want to get the 2008 and this one. So, guys, that's pretty much my top. That's my 15 worst to best 2002 Lego Star Wars sets. Leave your thoughts down below if you guys like my list or not. Yeah, guys, so I'm going to bring this series back. Next week will be it'll be the worst to best for 2003 sets. I'll go all the way up until probably 2017. I'll throw in a few other ideas I've got in between there. I won't make it a continuous thing like that, but there's the schedule coming out where these will probably be coming out every single Monday. Yeah, I know you guys will be seeing this on Sunday, but starting next Monday, the following Monday after tomorrow, you guys will be seeing these on every single Monday until at least I've got 13 or 15 weeks of it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy that. Thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. See you guys later. Bye.